It was Christmas Eve, 1971. Families around the world were celebrating. But high above the Amazon rainforest, aboard Lanza Flight 508, 92 people were trapped in a storm that would change history forever. Lightning struck the aircraft, fire tore through its wing, and within moments the plane disintegrated in midair. From 10,000 feet above the earth, a 17-year-old girl named Juliane Koepcke fell to her fate and lived to tell the tale. Juliane was born in Lima, Peru, to German zoologists Hans Wilhelm and Maria Koepcke. Her parents had built a research station deep in the Amazon rainforest, where Juliane spent much of her childhood surrounded by wildlife and survival lessons. On December 24th, Juliane and her mother boarded LANSA Flight 508 to reunite with her father for Christmas. The flight was packed with families and holiday travelers. But Lanza Airlines had a poor safety record, ignored maintenance warnings, and took off despite storm warnings. At first, the flight was calm, passengers laughed and exchanged gifts. But as the plane pushed into the clouds, turbulence shook the cabin violently. Passengers clung to their seats, flight attendants urged calm, but outside, lightning illuminated the skies. Suddenly, a bolt of lightning struck the right wing, igniting a fuel tank. Fire erupted. Within seconds, the fuselage broke apart. The plane was ripped into pieces, passengers were hurled into the air, and Juliane, still strapped to her row of seats, plummeted toward the jungle below. She lost consciousness. When she woke up, she was on the jungle floor. She had survived a fall of more than 10,000 feet, the height of a 30-story building. Experts believe her row of seats may have acted as a parachute. The thick canopy of trees slowed her fall, and sheer luck spared her life. But survival came with injuries. She had a broken collarbone, one eye swollen shut, and deep cuts on her arm and leg. Barefoot, dazed, and alone, she realized the plane had crashed. She called for her mother. No answer. Only the endless sounds of the Amazon. Juliane's survival instincts soon took over. She remembered her father's advice. If you ever get lost, follow water. It will lead you to people. She found a small stream and began to follow it. Her only food was a bag of candy she had discovered among the wreckage, and it lasted just one day. After that, she survived on nothing but water. Each night, she lay on the damp jungle floor, swarmed by mosquitoes and drenched by rain. Her wounds grew infected, and maggots burrowed inside her gash. She passed bodies of other passengers along the way, a reminder that she was completely alone. Day after day she walked, weak and starving, but she refused to give up. On the 10th day, she stumbled upon a larger river. Floating downstream, she noticed signs of human activity, footprints, and eventually a small wooden hut. Exhausted, she crawled inside and collapsed. The next day, 3 loggers arrived. At first, they were startled by her appearance, a thin, pale teenager covered in insect bites with infected wounds. She looked like a ghost, but realizing she was human, they treated her wounds, even pouring gasoline on her infected arm to kill the maggots. The pain was unbearable, but it saved her life. They placed her in a canoe and took her downriver to a nearby village. From there, Juliane was airlifted to safety. After 11 days in the Amazon, she had survived one of the most incredible ordeals in modern history. Of the 92 people aboard Flight 508, Juliane was the only survivor. Among the dead was her mother. Years later, Juliane became a biologist, returning to the rainforest to continue her parents' research. She later wrote her memoir, When I Fell from the Sky, which inspired documentaries and films about her survival. Juliane's story is more than just survival. It is a testament to human resilience, instinct, and the will to live against impossible odds. From a plane crash, from the jungle, from a fall that no one should have survived, Juliane Koepcke emerged alive, the girl who fell from the sky.